Welcome to another edition of Friday at 4:20. I'm Mike Neighbors, the ambassador of funny, and for the next 40 minutes, we are going to try and entertain you. We're going to do our darndest. We've assembled a panel of local comics to have a little bit of fun with a game we call Friday at 4:20. So what do you say we introduce the panel? Over on my right, Mr. Patrick Capolino.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Patrick. Right there, dead center in the middle where he belongs, Manolo Santanos.
Ticanis.
Take an E. All right. Thank you very much. Take an E. And our special guest comic this week, one that goes by the name of Ian Black.
Well, hello.
That sounds, hello, Ian.
Hi.
That sounds like a almost a mysterious 007 kind of name.
It might be. I'm a spy.
And Ian has a special guest of his own. Tell us a little bit about Willow.
I brought my dog here, the conversation starter. It helps me meet many middle-aged ladies. It's wonderful.
Not just middle-aged ladies.
Absolutely.
That's who she's who is attracted to her. A beautiful, that would be a husky, right?
Some sort of husky shepherd mystery is what she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how old is Willow? Do we know?
Willow is 6.
6.
Yes, right.
So Willow is too mature for Manolis.
I think pretty much everyone is.
I mean, in dog years, Manolis, you know that. Here's how the game works. So we have 12 envelopes that have random topics in them. They're official envelopes because they say Bell Media on them. And normally we would spin the wheel of random topics, but oh no, the wheel has been broken. It was broken in a weekend accident.
What happened?
Yeah.
You know what? I said to you before on the show that the wheel goes out with our other radio station to give prizes away, and somebody just spun the wheel right off the damn thing. So somebody way too strong for our little wheel. So this week we've brought in the Plinko board.
What?
Oh yeah,
That's a little more fun.
We have numbers along the bottom. You're going to drop a Plinko disc in, and that will be the number of the random topic that you will get. Ian Black, you're our guest. You get to go first, my friend.
All right.
Over to the Plinko board with you.
Here I go.
Okay, I don't know if we'll be able to pick up the sound of this. Here we go. Oh, it's a double number, 4 or 10. Which would you want, 4 or 10?
I'm going to go with 10, please.
Number 10, topic number 10 from the Plinko board. Here we go. The first time that Plinko board sounds funny. After that, it's going to be annoying. This is interesting for you since you brought a pet with you, and you're the only one who's ever brought a pet on the show. The topic this time around is exotic pet that you would like to have.
Exotic pet I would like to have.
Exotic pet that you would like to have.
God,
you ever thought of are you a boa constrictor kind of guy? Big old mean turtle? Any kind of strange?
I think the answer is clear. It's got to be falcon, man.
A falcon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you with the arm out, right? And then
Absolutely. And it would be a service falcon, too. I'd bring it on the flight, terrify the heck out of everyone. It'd be amazing.
A falcon. I like that.
Would it be on your shoulder all the time?
Well, unless I needed to pick something up for me. You know what I mean?
He's not a pirate.
Go grab the remote.
That's a parrot. You want a parrot on your shoulder.
No, it goes on the forearm, man. That's where the falcon goes, on the
Falcon,
forearm.
right? They always do that, and then the guy gestures, and the falcon takes off.
He always wears. He's ready to catch one at all times.
He's got his leather
I have a
falconry
reason why I have this.
wristband.
He has a big leather wristband, and that would be for the falcon that you're going to attract later.
I caught one.
You caught a falcon.
Yeah, when I was like 12. It was
Trying to hail a cab, and it just landed on his leather wrist.
I was at I think like African Lion Safari or something, and I got like, can we have a volunteer from the audience? And I put my hand up, and I was 12, and the guy picked me. I couldn't believe it, and he's like, he put that leather thing on my arm,
Right.
and I'm like, and he goes, just don't move your arm, and it came, and I was like, I was so scared because
It's huge, right?
It's
the
huge.
wingspan, and it's flying right towards you, and you're 12, and you think it's going to eat you?
I thought like, and it landed, and I could barely hold it up. I was like, it was like so cool.
Then he got scared, and they shot it, just like Harambe. It was a really sad day, actually.
At African Lion Safari. That's pretty cool. You sort of highlighted the fact that you put your hand up and you were surprised you were picked.
Yes.
Normally, they pick the people who put the hand up. But I know what you mean, though, because when you do that with a whole group of people, right? Everybody puts their hand. You just don't expect that you're going to be the one they pick.
I'm always feel like I'm the one that doesn't get picked.
Right,
you know?
right.
In all my life.
Yes.
So
sports teams in the schoolyard.
right. I'm the
last guy.
What?
Girls.
Girls. Guys. Doesn't matter.
Is that how it works in the bars these days? You just go in and put your hand up?
Yeah, to get picked.
That's what I.
That's right.
That's what I do.
That's what he does, and it hasn't worked out yet. Unfortunately, Ian stole your exotic pet, Manolis, because obviously you were going to say falcon.
Okay.
Do you have another on your list?
If I could pick an
exotic pet, something that you would like to be best friends with.
Like what? You know what? Those weird bears. Is it panda?
No, are you thinking koala bears?
Koala. Though they are
The
like
little ones.
Though they're like
bug eyes.
no, like the ones where they're white and black, and
they're pandas.
Those are pandas. I want a panda.
You want a panda bear?
Yeah, because they're every time I see videos about them, they're hilarious.
They look a little bit like Manolis bouncing around, right?
Yeah,
yeah. You can rub your back on things together.
Yeah, I
want a panda bear?
I just want someone that I can be close to.
That's not the point of the pet. That's a human relationship you're looking for.
Got all these bamboo shoots just going bad in my fridge, so I don't know who's going to eat them.
Well, that's perfect.
Maybe he'll hit me with a bamboo.
He might. Patrick?
I don't know. I think is a macaw a parrot?
Well, it's in the same family, right?
Yeah. Do they talk?
They do.
Okay, I want one of those.
Oh, you had to one up me with a talking bird. I see how it goes here.
Is it the cockatoo?
Well, I don't want something that might kill me.
No.
But something I can talk to.
I know the cockatoo talks. I'm not sure if a macaw can be trained to talk or not.
Pretty sure it's a talker. Yeah.
It's a talker as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you could be a duo act on the stage.
Yeah.
You and your macaw.
It'd get me in trouble, though.
My brother used to get exotic pets all the time, but they'd all die. So it was...
In exotic manners?
It was just sad.
He loved pets, but he would never take care of them, and they eventually just die because he didn't feed them.
That tends to be what happens, eh? And exotic pets usually require exotic foods, and that becomes problematic.
Is a lizard an exotic pet?
Well, I would say it's more exotic than like a dog or a cat. Yeah.
Yeah, it got out of its thing, right? Because he didn't make a proper. He didn't get a proper cage for it, so it got out, and me and my dad had to cut a hole in a wall to get it because it went in the wall, but didn't go anywhere, so its tail was sticking out. So we had to cut the wall open to get this.
Cut away the drywall.
Yeah. Like it was like we're saving some child in an earthquake.
But no, it's just a lizard that won't move.
Yeah, just trying to get away from my brother because it won't. He's looking for food.
Manolis, head over to the Plinko board, drop a Plinko disc into the Plinko board, and we'll see what our next topic is here on Friday at 4:20. Our guest,
it goes.
Ian Black. Whoa! Wow! Number one.
Oh no!
Just like when you were picked at African Lion Safari, that's the first time you've ever been number one.
Yes.
At anything. Manolis.
Yes.
Your current celebrity crush. The celebrity that you are most madly head over heels in love with right now. Don't name a porn star.
Oh, really? I can't? I'm being serious?
Like
exactly where you were going.
A-list celebrity.
Oh, it can't be a porn star?
Why?
All right, I won't. All right,
you might as well throw her name out now.
But I think it's something Peta or something Jennings. You know
Petra Jennings.
Peta Jennings.
Peta.
You know her?
Peter Jennings.
Peter Jennings.
This just in.
Yes.
I gotta. Her
Canadian.
first name is really weird to say for me, but
okay.
I've watched a lot of her work. But
somebody who the rest of us might know.
Okay. Pamela Anderson.
Oh my God!
Well, yeah, wow. So you don't see a
Who's
theme?
got big boobs. Pamela Anderson.
Did you pick that in the 80s? Are you just time machine on us?
He said current.
Current. Oh, current.
Well, it's
current.
Too late for
Who looks like Pamela Anderson now?
I don't know.
Maybe you would.
I don't want. Yeah, me. I don't want anybody that's like for their no. I don't want anybody for their actual
Paul
acting.
Rudd. Ryan Reynolds.
You know what's her name? That Justin Bieber used to date. What's that chick's name?
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
There we go. You brought it back up to the modern era. That's awesome.
And just slightly
back
into
to high
adulthood
school.
as well.
I like to get some Gomez.
Who knew
Our
this
meter.
topic was going to go
But you
so
liked her
awry?
when he dated her.
Oh,
I just like her, dude.
I just like her.
I'll watch her movies, but like have no volume on and just.
Don't tell us what you do. All right. I'm back over to you, Patrick Capolino. Celebrity crush.
Most recent, well, now that we've gotten into cooking, I watch a lot of cooking shows and stuff. So I'd say Giada De Laurentiis. Giada De Laurentiis.
Gianna
Or
De Laurentiis.
Giada?
Gianna? Sure. She's a chef?
Yeah.
Young-looking lady?
Yeah, she's like middle-aged now, but I like
Okay.
that. But she always, like, on her show, she wears like low-cut tops, and they do it on all her ingredients are always too far on the table, so she has to lean over to get them. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Now Manolis wants to watch the show.
What's it called?
Giada De Laurentiis.
I'll watch that.
I'll watch. I'm all over that. No sound on. Yeah.
Yes.
You can't see him writing that down right now, everybody.
Oh, I want to see how he spells Gianna De Laurentiis.
I'll just type in cooking and other words.
Low cut top cooking. Ian Black.
Oh, I'm on
Celebrity
the
crush.
spot. I'm on the spot. I don't know if I got an answer. You know what? I'm gonna go a little older. I'm gonna go with a classic lady, and her daughter is actually into acting now.
Love
It
daughters.
might be about at the Manolis age too, but I'm gonna go with Vera Farmiga.
We're all like, who's that?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Well,
why
you-
you shouldn't have got me on this one.
What, you read books or something? Who the hell's that?
No, she's an actress, man. She was in the Clooney movie Up in the Air. She was the one. They were having a little relationship, and then it turned out she was married and all that. You know, married lady. Sound good to you?
Is Vera the daughter or the mom?
She's the mom.
Oh, she's the mom. Okay.
yeah.
What's
The daughter's name escapes me right
Okay.
now. I wasn't prepared for this one. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. There's no, there is no preparation for this. You could not prepare a human being for this game.
We could talk about Pamela Anderson some more. If you
Oh
want.
yeah.
Manolis, what about Sofia Vergara
Which one's that?
from Modern Family?
Uh,
The Ed O'Neill's wife. The Spanish one.
Oh yeah. She's hot.
There
Yeah,
you go.
she's hot. All the daughters on that show are hot.
No, she's
Oh yeah, she's not.
she's not
Or
the daughter.
the mother. All
the
the
daughters
women.
are in
Okay.
high school.
All right, Patrick Capolino. Get over to the Plinko board. We gotta get
Did I answer that wrong?
Manolis out of this category. Oh my lord. This
Plinko
is causing
time.
us. Here we go, Plinko. It's a real Plinko board. We actually had this built. Number 3.
I like it.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Okay, here we go. Let's hope this topic we can keep clean. Oh,
Oh
of
no.
course we can.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Patrick Capolino, you have a child.
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point you've watched this TV show, probably when you were a child as well. Favorite Sesame Street character? All right. Here we go.
Wait, Oscar the Grouch.
It's a good go-to. Everybody loved Oscar.
Everybody loved the grouchy Oscar.
Yeah.
Oscar the Grouch, sure, he was funny.
No particular reason. I don't know. Big
No.
Bird was creepy.
Yeah, Big Bird.
I think he's one of like the only ones that's actually a human in a costume, right?
That's right.
Aren't all the other ones
Yeah,
puppets?
they're all puppets, but there's one human bouncing around.
Yeah.
Although I'm guessing the Snuffleupagus was also at least
probably.
a human, which would really be why Big Bird would be, I thought, maybe Manolis' favorite Sesame Street character, because Big Bird imagines friends.
Was Big Bird a dude?
It was a
Who
No.
knows?
No.
No,
Okay.
I say a woman was playing Big Bird.
Really?
Yeah, Linny something, not Laura Linney. She was an actress, but something along. So her name was Linny for some reason that stands out. She played Big Bird for like 34 years or something. So
But was the character supposed to be female
Big
as
Bird
well?
was never identified male or femel.
How progressive. How ahead of her time.
Very
That's quite something.
Exactly. See,
There
it
you
was
go.
just a big bird, man. Just a big bird, dude. Go ahead, Manolis' favorite Sesame Street character.
Was it on that show where it was like there's a song? It's like do 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 do.
No, that's the Muppets.
Damn it! All right, because I love that song. I would say,
The Mana.
but was it?
Mana
Was
Mana.
it about
Mana.
about dude? That's so. I don't know why
It's
so-
Manamana is the
Manama-
actual words.
Manamana.
Manamana.
Do 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 do.
Manamana.
I could.
Yeah, we could do that all day.
Well, you didn't like the count because you didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
The
What are
numbers
these numbers he's saying?
Was it Bert and Ernie?
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie on that, yeah.
Yeah, I used to love. Well, which one was the Conehead one? Was Bert?
Was Bert? Yes.
I loved when Ernie made Bert mad. I loved all you wanted to see Bert freak out.
Right. So you were a fan of Ernie. I mean, Ernie was the one poking him.
Yeah,
right.
Ernie was basically
we don't know. We're not sure which one was doing the poking.
I knew that as soon as he mentioned Bert and Ernie. I thought, okay, we're not getting out of this one. So you're a big fan of Ernie?
Yeah.
Rubber Ducky.
Yeah.
He
was basically Barney, and Bert. It's like Fred from the Flintstones. It's like it was this classic, one driving the other one crazy and the other one freaking out.
Or the Odd Couple, right? Oscar and Felix.
Yes.
Yeah. So very much
genius.
Yeah, sheer genius.
Everything's.
So you're Ernie. Patrick, you were
Oscar the
Grouch. Ian Black, once again, he's going. I thought this show was more highbrow than this. Favorite Sesame Street character, Ian?
Man, I was hoping the question would be easier. I realized I was thinking Muppets characters this whole time.
Oh, right.
I was like, oh, man.
TV show. Well, I'll accept a Muppet character. There's no rules here. There's no judging.
Okay, good.
So, the Swedish Chef or something, or?
No, I'm going to go with Floyd. He was the one that blasted the bad note on the saxophone and stared into it. That was all he ever did.
Oh, yeah.
But I liked that he had his big moment and he messed it up. I identify with that. You know what I mean?
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
That was in the band. Right?
Yeah.
Animal was the drummer.
Of course, everyone loves Animal.
Animal was awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so, no.
Who didn't like Animal?
Well, no, who didn't? Really? I mean, the problem is, you probably have watched so much Sesame Street, but you were high the whole time.
I remember where there was people on it too, right?
Yeah.
I remember
That puppet looks too real, man.
Mr. Hooper was the variety store owner, and on the street there.
Did you ever imagine what was going on in that garbage can though? Did you think? I always thought when he went in there that it went to another world. Were you guys like that? Did you ever think that?
That was Fraggle Rock, dude. Wrong show.
But that's what I mean. I picture like that. I picture he went down there.
He would go down.
It was like
stairs that would take him down into a layer down below.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought the same thing.
But Oscar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just pictured him sitting in a cold, dark can,
which is why he was so grungy.
I picture his life was awesome.
Ian Black, you're back at the Plinko board, my friend.
All right,
Let's get us a topic that we can really chew on. Here we go. Something we can. Oh my Lord, 6 or 11?
11 for sure.
Dealer's choice, 11. Always with the high numbers. Here we go. Ian Black, I hate to tell you this, but your house is on fire. What do you grab?
I grabbed my phone to brag to all my friends that I briefly owned a house at some point in my lifetime. No one thought it would happen.
There's proof.
There it is.
Oh, yes. Your phone.
Yeah, I guess
That'd be
so.
the first thing you'd grab.
That's probably the honest answer as well as a joke right there.
That's the true answer. Manolis, I'm going to go to you. You're just taking a drink, but I will preface it by saying you've probably lived in a house that caught fire, so you may have some experience with this.
Yes. I would
I was guessing, but
no, I would. Well, I don't think there might have been fires. I'm not sure, but I would. I'm sorry. I would grab my computer so I can make so there would and then so I can get rid of it. I don't want that to be left behind.
I want somebody being able to tap into that hard drive.
Yeah, if it survived the fire, it could be bad.
Right. So the computer. We got a phone. We got a computer. Patrick Capolino?
Well, that's funny. He said it's not a fire, but there was when my daughter was just a baby, we were staying at my mother-in-law's place, and they live out in the country, and there was a severe tornado warning, so we all had to go to the basement. So everyone was grabbing things, going to the basement and stuff, and they had all gone down first, and they assumed that I had grabbed my daughter, who's a baby, and they're like, "Where's Esther?" And I'm like, and I'm standing there and I'm holding my laptop and my camera. The first thing I thought to grab were my electronics.
You're like George from Seinfeld.
And I left my baby upstairs. So
that is beautiful. That is a beautiful story, man.
See, he's protecting his search history.
They're my children.
Manolis doesn't live with anyone, so he doesn't have to clear it regularly. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yes. But now your answer would change, right? You would grab your baby first.
Yeah, I'd grab my phone and then my computer. No, yeah, of course.
Grab the family first. Family photos.
The baby was
Anything?
new.
Any other collectibles?
May I have my
Any-
records? My record. I have a Daniel Johnson picture that's worth some money. So original art. I have like a Alice Cooper comic book that's signed by Alice Cooper that I would probably
That's
grab.
pretty cool. Yeah.
It's got to be worth a pretty penny. That's probably
That's more important stuff than your laptop.
Yes, I would grab that. I bugged Alice Cooper to sign this thing, so it means something to me.
What about your parents?
No, they've lived.
They're under
My parents has lived.
They probably started the fire.
My dad would be like, I wanted to die. Why'd you save me? And my parents.
I would grab a copy of Manolis's script. Actually, I have a first edition of that. I would want to make sure that was preserved for history.
Which one?
You tell me.
Star?
Star.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God, you have Star?
I have a copy of Star.
You know what's funny about Star?
Not a thing.
Yeah. I have it with me today. I grabbed it because I thought I'm gonna photocopy it again, and maybe we could talk about it on the show. But it's like basically, it's like, would you say probably the worst story that's ever been written?
Oh, but the enthusiasm behind the attempt at words is amazing.
So I wrote it. I met a girl, and then long story short, I wrote a story about me and her, and I mailed it to her. And put us in an adventure. Like I met her on vacation, so I put us on she ends up being a secret spy, but she these bad guys that are trying to catch us, and then I help her fight crime basically, and then I entered it. There was this writing competition at McMaster University that I saw that paid $25 to enter, and you could win $2,500. I thought. I wasn't even doing stand-up yet. I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to win $2,500.
This is it.
This is it.
I'm probably the only person who's written a full story.
Right?
Yeah.
And I sent it in, and the guy that reviewed it had to review it, and he gave me a thing, like a report card back, and he was so mad because I entered a real writing competition, and I sent in this garbage, right? Like I used the word dude in it probably like 100 times.
Did he write a note about that or something?
Yeah, he wrote overuse of vulgarity. He wrote his own, so it's like all the things that are supposed to be in a story, and it would be yes or no, and he goes like no, all no's, and at the bottom he wrote in his own handwriting overuse of vulgarity and put a yes box himself and checked it off. This guy was so mad at me because he had to read it.
He had to read it.
I paid the $25. So as you're reading the first, I can, if you want me to pull out and you want to read four, just read four lines, and you'll be like, what is this?
Oh, coming up after the break, we're going to do that. We're going to get out we're going to read 4 lines of the story. Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead and get it now. Ian, how did you come across your copy? Obviously, you didn't purchase it.
Not available for purchase. My copy is. If you want it, $5.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Did you make Manola sign it?
I should have.
I used to bring them with me everywhere and just leave them places.
It's exactly what happened. He crashed at my apartment in Halifax for a couple of nights and repaid my kindness with his script and a copy of The Secret.
Secret. And you taught me, or you showed me who I didn't know, Doug Stanhope.
You didn't know Doug Stanhope?
I didn't know Doug Stanhope.
I showed you Doug Stanhope?
And you were like,
Crazy.
you said you like Doug Stanhope. I don't know who that is. And so you played me his stand-up on a DVD, and I was like, oh my God, this guy's amazing.
Ha!
Because I don't watch stand-up, so that's why I didn't know who he was.
Here's some
Fair.
garbage. Thank you.
Here's a line.
Well, I'm trying to find one without vulgarity.
Yeah.
I think the reviewer was correct.
Yeah.
You may have overused it a little bit. I found this line here. I've never seen this before, but it says there was 3,200 words.
Yes.
That's like a really long story.
Yes.
Well, that's just total. It doesn't count the.
Well, the F word's in it 100 times.
Yeah, that includes the amount of times he's repeated words.
I think my favorite line that's always stuck with me was, and then we jumped into this wicked boat.
There's this part, I think it's on page, where I'm describing the blueprint, these bad guys are trying to steal these blueprints that this guy made, but they're blueprints that were designed they were designed by this dude that worked for the government, and they were able to make the ozone layer disappear. but the plans could be reversed and make the ozone worse, which could destroy the world. And that's why the bad guys want it, so they could use it as to get money from it. Like it's horrible. It's
imagine it, dude.
Were you or her a backpack salesperson or something?
I became a backpack salesperson.
At the end of it,
because I met her.
Quit being a spy and sold backpacks instead.
Yeah, she's continued being a spy in Cancun, and I opened my knapsack store. Because when I picked her up, I told her, like, I really did actually pick this girl up. I said to her, like, I like her.
What's her name? Star?
Her real name is Star.
Okay.
2 R's, very important.
Yes. She lives in Vancouver. I don't know where she is now.
I'll just read this line very quickly.
Okay.
And I'll put a couple of beeps in because there is a lot of vulgarity. But this is from page 4, so we're already really into it by this point, I'm guessing. So I pointed the gun at the 2 dudes and said to the 3rd dude, a lot of usage of dude. Let go of Star or I'll kill these guys. He says, put your gun down or I'll kill Star. So that's when I said, listen, beep. I know you won't kill her because if you kill her, you won't get your letter. And the letter is what you want. If you shoot her, I'll pop these beep with 1 bullet and then pop you, Star. So like everybody's trying to kill Star at this point. That's all I'm reading.
I'm calling their bluff.
We're going to lure everybody in, so you're calling the bluff of the guys. That is beautiful. Well, listen, there's no wonder that Ian Black was going to save that from the fire.
It's so weird that you brought that up today.
That is perfect. Oh, my goodness. Whose turn is it? I've lost track of the show. I don't even know where we are anymore.
Is it mine?
I believe Ian got that one.
Yeah.
What was the topic anyway?
What would you grab in a fire?
What would you grab in a fire? Everybody got to say what they'd grab in a fire?
Probably a bucket of water.
Yes. You're listening to Friday at 420. I'm Mike Neighbors. Ian Black is our special guest comic. Manolis Santanos, Patrick Coppolino. Manolis is at the Plinko board. We had our wheel of random topics. The wheel was broken on the weekend, so we're at a Plinko board now, and he's got topic number 5 off the Plinko board. Here we go. All right. Can money buy you happiness?
Yes.
Manolis, go.
Yes. Yes, I can. Totally.
That's it.
Yeah.
Can you have happiness without money then, Manolis?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I've learned to live without happiness. No, I've learned to live. I've learned to live
both.
with happiness without money, but money always does help. So people say, "Oh, it doesn't buy you happiness." Rich people say that.
But can you understand the idea that you could be rich and unhappy?
Yes, well then you're just an idiot though. Because there's like if you got money, you can just like you're not happy, go to Cancun.
There are
open a knapsack store.
Yeah, there are options.
There's
if you
options,
have money.
yeah.
So money can buy happiness.
Yeah,
Patrick, you agree? Disagree?
A little of both. We get in arguments sometimes because he'll say like something horrible could happen to someone, or even like especially a celebrity, and he'd be like, "The dude's rich, man. He's got no problems. I wish my whole family being murdered was my biggest problem." They're not that.
I probably did say that. I don't know what scenario we're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if a celebrity gets cheated on, and
yeah, they still have feelings.
Yeah, but like, okay, that's right.
Self-esteem, man.
Oh yeah, everybody still wants to have sex with me. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get through this.
Yeah.
Rich and get laid, you're fine.
And I have money.
Yeah. But I have noticed that like my mood can depend on like it's almost like a phone battery life. Like if my bank account's super low, then like my
start
overall
to impact you.
Yeah, it's just like, your shoulders get heavy because of stress and then when you have money, it's kind of just like, oh, I don't know.
Your brain's more free when you have money to think about things that you need to do.
I would imagine you don't realize how unhappy you are with money unless you've had a lot of it for a while.
Right.
And then the important things start to come through, but we've been broke for so long. I would have to agree with Manolis that.
It is interesting because I met a couple and they had done really, really well. They'd own a bunch of stores, and then the stores went bankrupt, and they went bankrupt. The family went, and now they're renting. They can barely afford one car. And we had a discussion about the fact that it was way harder for them to deal with it,
yeah,
because they had everything at once. at one time, right? I mean,
Right.
to have it and then to lose it, well, I think
Yeah.
way worse than never having it at all. Never got used to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I I just think like you can just like it's the same thing. If you have money, you can just maybe you can't find a girlfriend. Well, now you have money.
Buy a girlfriend.
Ian, what do you think? Money, can it buy you happiness?
Okay, well, there isn't like a store it's like happiness available today, 75% off.
Although
Like,
we've opened a bunch of stores in Ontario that are pretty close.
they're getting there. No, man, I think money doesn't buy you happiness, but it just makes it easier to achieve because then you don't have to worry about your hierarchy of needs, right?
Right.
Your food, clothing, shelter, all that stuff is not an issue. Now you can like pursue being happy.
Yeah.
Although I would, the only thing I would say is that I think that regardless of money, that if you're not a happy person, you're not going to be a happy person. Like I think happiness comes from within, and I don't know that. I think if you're a grumpy person having money, you're still going to be a grumpy person. You're going to be
That's
a
fair,
negative
fair.
person.
I would agree with that. If you were miserable already, you're always going to be. Yeah, I've met a lot of successful people who are just dicks sometimes.
Right.
But like the thing, and some of them I've known before they were successful or rich, and they were dicks then too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
So
Which I was more surprised. I thought, like, why are you still dick, man?
yeah,
Like,
you got money now.
You're doing great. You're on top of the world. I thought everything would be fine, but it's not. Now you're still miserable. That's what I mean. It's amazing. Miserable people, and you got to really figure out who they are, and if they're that kind of person, you got to cut them out of your life no matter what.
Yeah.
Because those kind of people just drag you down, dude.
You would push negative people away from you.
I always do. I
Yeah?
cut people out of my life all the time, man.
But what if those negative people could give you money? Would the happiness available from that money cancel out their negativity?
Wow,
I got too much. You know what?
Ian just went one
in
star too far.
If I had if I had no soul, probably, yeah. But like, it's weird. I would be like I don't like the idea of being a hypocrite. I guess or is that the word I'm looking for?
that was a really big one. Good for you, buddy.
Hypocrite.
Is that anywhere in your screenplay? Because
Nope.
we'd love to read about.
I want to make a movie about me making the movie of Star. Like the movie is about making the movie, but everybody like almost like what's The Room.
Yeah.
There's a movie about The Room, making of The Room.
Yeah.
Like it's like that. I want to be like that. I don't realize this is the worst movie I've ever written.
Can I read the last?
You can read the whole
Please.
thing,
No,
dude.
I don't want to give it away. Spoiler alert. If you were thinking of getting a copy of Star to read yourself,
You get a hold
but
of me.
this is the last page. Star ended up living in Cancun and opened a private investigator's place for anybody that needed help. Manolis ended up living in Cancun and opened up a knapsack store that had knapsacks of every color of the rainbow and also helped out Star whenever she needed it. And together, they were cool.
They didn't live happily ever after. They were cool.
One more time to the Plinko board. I think it's Patrick Capolino's turn. Oh,
You can find I have the whole story printed out on my Facebook. So if you go to Facebook, my Facebook,
right.
go to albums, and there's one just titled Star, and you can read. I have all the pages scanned.
All the pages are scanned right there on your Facebook page.
Yeah,
Manolis Santanos
Yeah.
on Facebook.
We're,
We used 10 already, so we're going to go with 4. All right. Number 4. This will be our last topic, guys.
All right.
Friday at 4:20. We're going to wrap it up big, strong. The vehicle you would like to drive. You can have any vehicle you want in the world. What are you driving, Patrick?
Well, I have to get my license back first.
So a bicycle?
Yeah, a go-kart. A really fast go-kart.
Hey, you got a car in mind one day?
When I was younger, I always really liked those Mustangs, the Mustang convertibles.
Yes.
But
I like the old ones.
I
Like
like-
the 1960 fastback Mustang convertibles.
one of my favorite cars that I owned was a 1990 Honda Civic because it was so bad that it was like I put like when you get a fridge and
Which
it comes
is
with
funny.
like magnets, like the buttons and stuff. I put them all like on the ceiling. It was like I pretended it was like a DeLorean, which would also be a cool car to drive. But I hear they're not very good.
No, but a DeLorean, yeah.
It'd be cool to own.
Back to the Future. So
Yeah.
you put made it like a spaceship in
Yeah, I
there
made
or
it look
something,
like
like,
all kinds of
like a
buttons and
cockpit or
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's at least something to do with
Yeah.
a car that's really
And
crappy.
then the engine exploded in an intersection.
and there wasn't a button to stop that from happening. Damn it.
pizza
Manolis, what are
drawer.
you driving in
Right
the
now-
future?
in the
Your
future?
favorite car?
I have two.
What would you like to have?
I would like to have two cars. I love that. You know that car you see? I don't know. It's an old car, but it's a car, but it's a truck in the back.
El Camino.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. It's the car with the bed, right?
Yeah.
All
Not
the
a truck.
worst of both types of vehicles wrapped into one.
It's so practical, though.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's the
because I have a
opposite of
car
that.
and I have a truck. I'm
You have
two people.
neither.
You have an El Camino. I'm kind of with Manolis, man. El Caminos were pretty cool.
I think it's very practical, and they look kind of cool, man.
Cool, yes. Practical, no.
You could get a couch in the back of that.
Hey, your groceries just fly out if you're on the highway. Like, what's the point?
What was the other one?
The Dukes of Hazzard car.
Nice.
Oh, a Charger.
Yeah. Well, no, the Dukes of Hazzard car.
Oh, the actual one
with
from
the-
the
with
Dukes
the
have.
Confederate flag on it. and
Okay,
everything.
yeah, absolutely.
I get it. We can take the flag off, but like, that car is just so dope. It's part of my childhood. It's like the only problem is I'd probably eventually try to jump something.
Yeah, you probably would.
Yeah.
So we can go back to Celebrity Crush being Daisy Duke. Good. That would be awesome.
Right, dude?
Yeah, dude.
And Bailey Quarters from
It was-
WKRP. Remember her?
Her name was Daisy Duke, not Daisy Dude. Ian Black.
I
Car. What are you
gotta
driving
go
up?
vintage. I got a thing for old vehicles. And I want not just an old Volkswagen van, Westphalia, like 70s era, but it's got to have a 911 engine bolted into the back so it actually has some juice. And away it goes. Orange plaid, bring it on.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
That is very detailed.
Yes, I thought this through.
You thought this one.
Not like the Celebrity Crush, man. I was ready for this one.
The first topic he's thought through.
He has blueprints
Excellent.
at home.
He's ready to go.
Oh, man.
What are you driving right now, Manolis?
A Honda. What is it? Honda Accord.
Accord.
Okay.
2007.
Is it treating you well?
It's a good. Yeah, I like it. It's a 4-door.
It's getting a little older though.
Oh, you should have seen his last car.
Oh my God! My last car, I was a Honda Accord, 1995,
2-door.
and my passenger window didn't go down.
None of yeah.
That's how
And there's
she
no
can't
air.
get out. You don't want to get out.
No air conditioning. It's summertime, and then he'll let some gas out, and he rolls his only window that works up. You're trapped in this microwave.
Oh yeah,
But he had like this ketchup stain on his front window that he just left there and didn't clean. So it sat through like an entire summer, and the sun
On which side?
It fused. What?
Middle-
No, right on the windshield. Like
But on the
front of
inside or
windshield.
out?
I was trying to put ketchup on
it
my
was on
fries.
the inside.
And so it squirted out, hit the inside of the windshield.
Yeah, and it
you
just
left
Didn't
it.
didn't
and
clean
then-
it, and then after I guess a whole summer, the sun fused it into the glass. So like you couldn't wash it off. It became part of the glass.
Yeah, it was like weird
The
because I did
sugars,
try to
yes.
clean it eventually.
Well, that was load-bearing ketchup at that point. That's structural.
Right.
Structural condiments.
It was keeping the car together.
Well, if you get tired of your car, Patrick will put some buttons in on the ceiling and stuff, and it'll look really cool, man.
I would like that actually.
Now you've got him enthused with that. That wraps up another edition of Friday at 420. Thank you to our very special guest, Ian Black. Ian, we look for you in the comedy clubs, touring around.
Absolutely.
Mostly in Toronto. You spend most of your time in Toronto. You come to
I
Hamilton
do indeed.
sometimes.
I will from time to time. I'll probably have traveled to Niagara Falls by the time this airs. So I hope you can travel back in time in Pat's DeLorean-esque
That'd be
automobile and catch me there.
And we'll catch you there. So keep an eye out for Ian Black playing local comedy clubs everywhere. Of course, Manolis Zantanos, Patrick Capolino. Gentlemen,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Cunnies.
Thank you.
Take a knee. All right. That's this edition of Friday at 420. I'm Mike Neighbors. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Remember to get out and support local comedy. We are going to be back in 7 days, and until we get a chance to hang with you again next week on Friday at 420, have an incredible weekend.